Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Elise. If you're new here, thank you for joining me. I do crochet videos, vlogs, tutorials, just things like that. And I really wanted to start this series called Crochet and Bible Talk. And I would like to read some devotionals with you. I have the Bible version, I believe, on my phone, and I love that app. I try to read it every single day, and I also try to dive into my Bible every day. So if you have a Bible, definitely bring it out and some yarn to crochet with if you would like to. Join me in doing both of those things in this video, and I will be reading out, let me see what version it is. I think it's I don't want to be wrong here, so let me see. I have the NLT version, which is the New Living Translation. I like this version. I feel like it helps me really understand the Bible and the things that it's talking about. So I have that on my phone, and I'm going to read from that today. And today is November the 8th. And the Bible verse for today is, "Don't be selfish. Don't try to impress others. Be humble, thinking of others as better than yourself." Which I thought was a really good verse for me today, and I read this after I had a tough conversation with someone earlier today, and I've just been going through some things, so sometimes it's hard not to try to snatch the control back into your own hands, and I've been learning to really trust God and let go of those things that I can't control and just give God full control. People don't talk about how hard that is, and it is really hard to they say it's easy. Well, just give him trust, give him everything, lay it all at his feet. But I feel like sometimes that takes some learning, and for me, it definitely has been a journey, let me tell you. I grew up in church, and I don't want to share my testimony or anything yet, so I feel like eventually I can make a video for that, because I've gone through so much in my life, and all the stuff that I ever went through has always led me back to God. Every single time, he's always brought me out of it. But yeah, and it can be really difficult to fully let go of everything, especially if you're a controlling person like me and just want everything to go smoothly in life. It can be a little difficult. So I've been really praying and asking God to work on me, and he's been showing me things here and there that I definitely need to work on. So I'm going to keep on working on it and praying about it and really learning to trust him and give it all to him instead of trying to do it all myself, which is so much stress, too stressful. So sometimes things that can happen to you can really weigh on your heart, and in things like crochet and doing hair, sometimes it can make you give you this ego and make you a little cocky and things like that. And I feel like, especially with things that I've gone through, the best thing to do is to just trust God in those situations, for him to handle it, and stay humble and know your place. Also, everyone's always got something for you to learn from them, especially. So yeah, I feel like, just be careful that you don't become unhumble. Make sure that you are staying humble, and there's no need to put everything on you. And if you feel like it's too heavy on you, definitely talk to God about it, because he's there for you, and he'll definitely help you and give you some peace of mind and balance. So definitely pray and read your Bible about things like that. I also wanted to read out of my devotional book that I love. I've been reading this book for 2 years so that I can really learn and understand it. It gives you Bible verses for the devotional that she's talking about. And this book is by Sarah Young, and it's called Jesus is Calling. And this is a great devotional book. There is 365 pages in this book, one for every single day. There's one for morning and the evening. And in this Bible Talk series, I will mostly be reading the morning or even evening, I'm not sure. But usually the morning one is the one that I'm going to be reading. So yeah, I'm going to crochet a little bit. I'm going to try to finish this beanie. This is the beanie that I'm working on, It's using like a fake herringbone stitch, and it's really stretchy, and I'm almost done with it. This is the top, and it's gonna fold up like this. And I think I showed you this in my last video. I was working on it when I was making the vlog. This is the yarn I'm using. It's called Astroworld by Wool Eves, super bulky size 6 yarn, and I am using an 8mm crochet hook. So you can see that. There you go. I got these crochet hooks on Amazon. I really like them, and I also got a light up one so I can crochet in the car in the dark, because I really like crocheting in the car. So yeah, I'm going to crochet a little bit, and then we will get into the devotional. A beanie is one of the easiest things that you can make, and it's really simple, and there's lots of patterns that you can buy at Joann's, online, on Etsy, and on people off of YouTube. I will list where I got this pattern below. It's really easy and simple. This is the top, so it's going to close up really easily, and it just kind of goes like this, and you're going to fold it in half to seam it together like this, and then we're going to crochet across here, and then you can fold it upwards, so it will be kind of like this. And I'm almost there where I can close it up, and I'm going to put a pom-pom on the top of it when I'm done. So I only have a couple more rows to go, and we will be done with this beanie. And let me know how you guys feel about this color. My fiance doesn't like it, but I do. He wasn't sure about the color, I guess because of the gray. I'm not sure, but I like it. I also need to order me some labels to put on my work, my projects, like that cardigan behind me over there in the chair that you've seen in a video, and some other things, because I've been making lots of beanies. I call it beanie season because we're getting close to Thanksgiving and Christmas, so it's gonna get chilly soon. If not, it's already chilly where you are at, but here it's not quite chilly yet, so. These beanies are great for when it's snowing out, although I don't really get snow that much here. I got way too hot, so I had to change my shirt. Like I said, I'm a hot-natured person. I think I said that in the video before. But I'm almost done with my beanie, so I'm just going to finish this up, and we're gonna sew the top together, and then I will be reading out of this book that I mentioned before, Jesus Calling, Morning and an Evening by Sarah Young. And today is November the 8th, so we're going to be reading that today and talking a little bit about it. And if there's ever anything that you would like to talk about or for me to pray for you about, please leave a comment below, and I'll be more than happy to speak with you and pray with you about anything that you need me to. Yeah, and at the end of this video we'll be doing a prayer. So we're just gonna finish this up and close it up, and then we will get right into the devotional.
She knew that what she did wasn't right. They make a difference, they can't take it, can they? I'll never understand why people who hate each other so deeply remain friends with one another. To get petty revenge eventually. Duh. But you're right about that. You shouldn't keep these people in your lives. Reminds me of a line from Pink Floyd, Dogs. And you've got to be trusted by the people you lie to, so that when they turn their backs on you, you get the chance to put the knife in it. Revenge really is one of the oldest human emotions, isn't it? It's true. I like how this isn't an Am I the A-hole post. It's just petty revenge. I don't care, I'm an a-hole. The rest of you can suck it. A woman wears red dress at Cousins' wedding to show that she slept with the groom, but the bride outsmarts her. Whoa! Okay, This woman learns that her cousin had a fling with a man she was marrying and was planning to wear a red dress to the wedding to let everyone know. So she devised a plan to outsmart her. I asked all my friends to wear red to my wedding. So my husband and my cousin hooked up before I met him 8 years ago. They met at a party and hooked up that night, and he wasn't interested in anything more than A couple of months later, I met him and we started dating. A year later, we made it official. My cousin recognized him from that night and demanded that I be break up with him
Good news.
Crap together and order a dress already because my lack of preparedness is causing the bride intense anxiety because she doesn't think my dress would be here on time for the wedding now. She texted me this morning, don't forget to order your dress. Love you with smiling and kissing emojis. Still,
My hat together. In that last clip I made one too many rows, so I took that row out. And now we are going to slip stitch it together. All you have to do is fold it in half, and we are going to slip stitch. I'm gonna go under these stitches. Okay, so now all I have to do, that we slip stitched it together. It's looking really good. All I have to do is sew this together. So that will be really simple, and let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna grab my scissors and we can go ahead and do that.
the table was almost not long enough. 2 chairs had to be thrown on the ends. We didn't get food initially because we were actually seated at other tables, so our plates were brought into this setting. So I saw my brother really seemed to off at the staff, perceiving not having set up properly, but the bride's best man diverted his attention. Before he could that, he found me, and he asked the maid of honor why the settings were wrong. He was told I asked to be dropped from the wedding weeks ago, and showed up and demanded to be in the wedding. Oh, I said I didn't ask to be dropped and showed my phone while she gave me a thumbs up on the dress. He noticed the screenshots was not the dress I was currently wearing, so I said I had to last minute switch it out after using the color. He seemed satisfied with that. They left on that night to him, and my brother turned several days early alone, so he didn't cancel that way. I'm so happy for you. Wow, that is some really scary sorority girl. You got me a heart, my dear. I'm very happy for you. Good for you. Sister! Hi everyone, welcome back. Type 1 in the chat room if you can hear me okay. Tell us where you're watching from. Really excited for our conversation tonight. My dear friend, May Rose, is going to show us times. She's probably the most frequent guest on Having Healing, which is amazing because we're best friends in the world as well. Not just
So instead of sewing, I'm kind of just taking my crochet hook and taking the string, the tail that I left, and kind of pulling it through all the way on the top, and then I'm kind of just, like, I will pull this and see how it closes it. And I'm going to do this all the way around. I'm going to leave a little gap at the top so I can add a pom-pom eventually. This girl in this video is actually someone who I was talking about in my first Bible chat video, and it's so funny that her video just came up on my channel. I really like her videos, and I've learned a lot from watching her podcasts, so you should definitely check her out. Her podcast is called Heaven and Healing, and her name is Angela Marie on YouTube. I don't know how to say her last name, so I'm not going to attempt to do that, but that's her, and you should definitely check out her podcast. She talks a lot about some good subjects that get you thinking about things that you never thought you would think about before, and really puts some things into perspective, and just, some good subjects. She was an ex-witch, and she used to believe in, like, astrology and do tarot cards, and she talks about how dangerous that stuff was, and it is dangerous, so you have to be careful, and I hate that TikTok and people in school normalize it so much. But yeah, definitely read into your Bible. It talks about that stuff in the Bible, to be wary of people and things like that. I'm just going to pull that closed, and I am going to put a pom-pom on this, so I'm going to give this a good little tie and leave this little hole at the top for the pom-pom to go through. And then we're going to cut it. And the pom-pom will cover that up. So now I can show you this in the next clip. I finally finished my beanie that I was working on today. This was a one-day project for me. This is how the beanie turned out. Of course, I'm going to add a tag and a pom-pom eventually. So all you have to do is flip this beanie up, and it's complete. This is a size large beanie. feel like that's the right side. But this is the size large beanie, and I will put it on for you. I have a big head, so this is the adult large. But yeah, it fits perfectly on my head, actually. I thought it was going to be a little too small, but it actually fits perfectly. I did not use measuring tape to do this beanie. I actually just kind of followed her chains in the video, and I will list below the tutorial that I followed to get this ribbing stitch detail going on. I think it's super cute, and I love it. And I can't wait to add the pom pom and the tag on it. I'm so weird. I like to wear my beanies by my eyebrows. But yeah, it's really cute. I love it. And I can't wait to make more. I'm gonna do more in a bunch of different colors. So yeah, I can't wait. So now we are going to do the devotional and read my devotional. I mentioned this girl's podcast in a last video or a clip because she has really a good podcast that I like to watch and listen to. Her name is Angela Marie on YouTube, and her podcast is called Heaven and Healing. So I definitely think that you should check out her podcast. I learned a lot from watching her podcast. She talks a lot about astrology and witchcraft and tarot cards, all those hard, deep conversations that Christians don't like to talk about, to be honest. And I think that there is something that definitely needs to be talked about and taught about in church, definitely, because I feel like they're so normalized today, and I don't think that they need to be normalized. So I definitely think it's something that needs to be a topic of conversation, and we need to warn our children to be careful of getting involved and having those conversations and opening those doors, and just teach them how to identify those things and that they're not good for you to be involved in, and it's not normal to talk about. It's not normalized to have a astrology sign and things like that. But anyways, I think I talked about that in my other video, but yeah, it's definitely something that needs to be talked about. So anyways, today is November the 8th, and we're going to be reading out of my book. I love this book so much. I definitely learned a lot reading out of this book. But I feel like I should read the evening devotional instead of the morning because it is nighttime right now. And so I turned to November the 8th, and if you would like to read along, you can screenshot it and read along with me. And it gives you the Bible verses to read. And this is a really good devotional book that I read for 2 years straight. And I definitely needed to read it 2 years straight because how my brain works, I have to read things over and over again to really memorize them. And this one is called People Are Always Trying. People are always trying to diminish me, to cut me down to a God who is understandable and predictable. Whenever you find yourself struggling to accept my ways with you or my ways with the world, stop and remember who I am. Bow your mind and heart before my infinity intelligence and worship me, the mysteries, majestic, holy one who suffered and died for you. I feel like that's a really good passage. You know, sometimes I feel like the busyness of life, you forget to, in your day, every day, to stop and worship and read the Bible. And that's something we should definitely be doing, and studying and having a strong relationship with Him and getting to know Him and fully trust Him. That's definitely something that He wants and desires from you with Him. And I definitely encourage you to dive deeper into reading devotionals. If it takes reading 3 devotionals to read some of the Bible, or you can get a Bible like the one that I have. This is called the Wayfinding Bible, and it will, I'll show you a little bit, but it will guide you. Like, it has these arrows on the top of it where this is basically what it says. It has like the guide. You can read quickly, you can study deeply, or you can do like the medium study. So it will guide you through each chapter, and when you turn to the chapters, it has the arrows on the page, and tells you what page to go to next, what to study next. You can read the Bible like that. I've had this Bible for a long time, so it's falling apart. Or you can pick one book at a time to really read and dive into and study. I personally haven't read the whole Bible yet. I recently got saved again, and it's possible to be saved more than once. So I am in the process of reading my Bible again and studying it. I never really took the time to actually study and fully read my Bible, but I have read a lot of it, and it's very important to know all of it. And He really wants you to follow His word and just have a relationship with Him, most importantly. So the verse that I'm going to read first is Isaiah 55, 6, 8 through 9. It says, "Seek the Lord while He may be found, call on Him while He is near, for my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts." So it's really true. He really is more than we can comprehend, more than anything that we have thought about, which is amazing. It's just amazing to think about God like that, that He's always one step ahead. Seek the Lord while He may be found. He wants us to seek Him out. He wants us to have a relationship with Him. He wants us to talk to Him on a daily and have a deeper connection with Him. That's something that He really desires from us. And then the next verse I'm going to read is Proverbs 3 and 5. And this one's a big one for me because I have trust issues. This is, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding." Definitely, this is a big verse for me. This one means a lot to me. I know that I can trust the Lord in His guidance, and I am working on that, like I said before, because I do have trust issues, and it's really hard to trust people nowadays. But He's somebody that you can 100% trust. So now I'm going to read Genesis 1, 3, and 9. And then we will end with prayer. And I'm reading the new, I said the version I'm reading earlier, so I hope you remember. Genesis 1 and 3 says, "Then God said, 'Let there be light,' and there was light." Then God said, "Let the waters beneath the sky flow together into one place, so dry ground may appear," and that is what happened. So these are really important passages to pay attention to. He's talking about trusting in Him, worshiping Him, and when He says that let there be light, there will be light. And He will for sure shine the light in the darkness, in your darkest places, and He will be there for you, and He will bring you out of your toughest situations. All you have to do is pray and trust Him, and He can make a miracle for you. I definitely believe for anyone who's watching this who needs a miracle right now, He can do it. He's willing to, and He can do it. He just wants to spend time with you. He just wants your time, and He wants a solid relationship with you. I know it can be crazy in life sometimes, and I had a tough day today, but I still made the time to sit here and talk with God and read the Bible and do this video. And those are really important things to do, even if it's just opening up your Bible app and reading that one verse of the day. It's so important to spend time with Him and saying prayer in the morning and at night. This can definitely help you do some devotionals too. It's got the morning and the evening, so I really recommend this book. I read this book for 2 years straight, so maybe at the end of this Bible talk session, I would love to give this book away to somebody. So if you're interested in this book, please leave me a comment below, and I would love to give this book away to someone. It's in good condition, really durable. It's a great book. So, and then the last thing says, before you turn out the lights, surrender your thoughts and ways to mine. I will show you things you've never seen. So that's all he wants from us. He just wants you to talk with him and surrender your thoughts and your worries and everything to him, and just lay it at your feet. And I know sometimes that can be our learning process, but that's all he wants, and it is such a relief when you do. You just get this overwhelming peace in your life, and it's definitely worth it. So I'd like to end this video in a little prayer. If I can, I would just like to go ahead and bow our heads and pray. I just pray, Lord, that if there is anyone watching this video who has made it to the end, Lord, of this video, I really pray that you connect with them, you find them, you save them, Lord, and I pray that you give them the peace and help them to lay everything down at your feet, Lord. I pray that they will give you all their thoughts and their worries and the stress, and just leave it right there with you, Lord. And anything that we can't control, Lord, I know that you are in control, and I know that we can trust you, Lord. And I just pray that you will bring them peace. And if there's someone on the other side of this screen who hasn't heard of you, I pray that maybe they could find you through this video. And if they do, Lord, I pray that they would repeat these words after me. All you have to do is ask God to come into your heart. So, dear Jesus, please come into my heart. Please forgive me for all of my sins. I want to live a better life with you, a God-filled life. I need your guidance. I need you in my life. I pray that you will forgive me and save me, and that I don't go a day without talking to you and getting to know you. And I pray that you would just guide me. And I thank you so much, Lord. I thank you so much for your graciousness and how amazing you are and your grace. And I just appreciate that you sent Jesus to die on the cross for my sins. Lord, I just pray and want to say thank you. Thank you so much for everything that you've done in my life. And thank you so much for this platform, Lord, that I can even do this. Amen. If there is anything that you would like me to pray about, definitely leave me a comment below, and I can definitely pray for you and put you on my prayer list. And if you like videos like this, please like and subscribe, and I would love to do more videos like this where we can crochet and Bible talk. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.